Do you want to know how to clean those nasty rubber floor mats and trunk liners in your car? What about restoring that new appearance? Well, stay tuned and find out. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Mike, and as I just mentioned, I'm going to demonstrate just how to clean some of those nasty rubber floor liners, and then if all goes well, make them look factory new again. Additionally, we are going to use not just one, but two different product lines. The first product line we will be using is DIY Detail, and the two products in their lineup being used is the All Clean APC or all-purpose cleaner, which right there, and the Interior Clean and Protect. Both are available on their website at DIYdetail.com and at other online detail supply retailers. I will have links below to all the products in the description. The All Clean, once again, is available in a 16-ounce bottle for $8.99, or a gallon of concentrate for $49.99. Now the 16-ounce bottle is ready to use, while the gallon size needs to be mixed to the suggested ratio of 15:1. So for $49.99, you are going to end up with about 16 gallons of product to use. The Interior Clean and Protect, again, comes in a 16-ounce bottle for $9.99, or a 1-gallon jug for $44.99. Both sizes of the Interior Clean and Protect are ready to use. Now, to be open and transparent, I applied for the DIY Tuber program back in June of this year, and they sent the people not chosen a few items, or at least I assume I am not the only one. In any event, they sent a 16-ounce bottle of the All Clean right here, with some ceramic gloss and water spot remover. Though we won't be using those today, as I already have my own purchased bottles and gallon, as you saw, which is also why this video shows is not being sponsored. The second product line is from Koch Chemie, and we will be using their Green Star and Gummifix. The Green Star comes concentrated and is phosphate and solvent free, and is an alkaline universal cleaner. It has a pH of 12.5, as you can see on the label. So hopefully you guys can see that. Right above the Green Star, it has the little 12.5. And in fact, Koch Chemie places the pH label or pH level right on the label of many of their products, so that there is no guesswork as to its nature. Now, they say that you can dilute from a maximum application concentration of 1 to 3, but for interiors, they recommend between a 1 to 10 dilution and a 1 to 20 dilution ratio. As the DIY Detail All Clean is a 1 to 15 dilution ratio, we're going to mix the Green Star also at 1 to 15. Now the 1 liter bottle of Green Star, all right, will run you $13.99, and a 5 liter jug will run you $55.99. Like the DIY Interior Clean and Protect, the Gummifix now, yes, the Gummifix is ready to use and is a non-greasy, silicone-free rubber and plastic care product designed for rubber floor mats, plastic surfaces, and other interior areas in cars and commercial vehicles, where slip resistance is a necessity. So Gummifix is supposed to make the surface appear as new, and a 1 liter bottle will run you $29.99, or a 5 liter container will set you back a whopping $129.99. Yes, this is a high price, but the product works so well that it has become a favorite of detailers worldwide. So these two products are available at many online detail supply stores worldwide. Now that we've gotten the products, I should say, to be used out of the way, let me show you what we're working with today. So we have an old set of WeatherTech floor mats from a Hyundai Elantra right here. And in fact, the box that these came from states 2014 to 2016. So as you can see, they were fairly actually trashed or dirty and have a nice salt crust in certain areas. So we have one driver's side and one passenger side. I'm going to try and be fair. Actually, we're just gonna do, I was gonna do half of each mat, but now I'm just gonna do one of each because they look fairly similar to the eye. But we're going to do each mat with the two different products and see if we can see if one works better than the other or if they both work equally well. So let's get to testing. All right, guys, so here we have our two floor mats. And the first thing you're gonna wanna make sure is that you have adequate protection because we're going to be using some chemicals on this. Now the other thing, in fact, let me show you. So again, we're gonna be using the Green Star from Koch Chemie, and I diluted it. Anyway, it's diluted 15 to 1, I'm sorry. 15 to 1, and I have this in an IK sprayer. And then again, the All Clean in a 15 to 1 dilution ratio. And if you just buy the bottle of this, the 16-ounce bottle, it comes ready to use. All right, so we have that. All right, so then we have what we're gonna be using is a drill brush. This is a basic one. It's pretty soft. It doesn't have super hard bristles. I need to be able to get into the little grooves there. All right. Then for when we spread our protectants, I have two separate. These are both clean. One's a little bit more used than the other, but one for each. And if you don't have a drill brush, if you don't want to do, the drill, you can do it manually. Just grab your tire brush. You can use this. That'll get in all those little areas too. So those are the supplies we're going to be using. And as I mentioned, what we'll do is we'll start out with the All Clean. We'll clean that one off, we'll rinse it, and then we will get to the Koch Chemie Green Star side and do it that way. So on the driver's side, we're going to start on the driver's side with the DIY detail first. Let's get going. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to brush off all the loose material. You could spray it off if you want before, but I want to see just how well this is going to work. And then you're just going to spray liberally product all over the surface. Once again, DIY detail all clean. And you're gonna let it dwell for a couple, actually you can let it dwell for 30 seconds if you want. You can let it dwell for a couple minutes. You just want it to remain wet because your drill brush is gonna agitate all that water and create foam. All right, so we've let it dwell about a minute. Now we're just gonna take our drill brush and go across, getting in all the corners, across the whole surface, and we'll see how it works. All right, guys, and you want to use your drill brush on low speed. I have this on the #1 setting on mine, which is the drill setting. You don't want to use it on the higher speed setting or #2, just because it will sling. In fact, if you could see up at the top, it will sling, so use it on a low speed setting. Save yourself some heartache and mess. All right, so now we have this completely scrubbed. Let's get our pressure washer. We're gonna hose this off. We'll be right back. Okay, so now we have this is the passenger side floor mat, and again, there's all kinds of salt crust. And we're gonna be using the Green Star, again, diluted 15 to 1. And just like the all clean, we're going to spray this on liberally, let it soak for a minute or two, and then get to scrubbing. All right, now right off the bat, I can honestly say this is at a pH 12.5, so it's a very alkaline product. This does not have the same smell as the all clean. The all clean kind of like has this chemical smell. It actually, as I was spraying it, I almost wanted to cough, like I could feel it getting into my throat. This is a little bit different. So if you're really sensitive to that kind of stuff, this may be worth checking out. We're gonna let it dwell. See you in a minute. All right, so the Green Star has been sitting on the mat here for a minute. Let's get to scrubbing with our scrubber. Scrubbing all done, and I will say right now the Green Star actually foamed a lot more. So let's get this rinsed off. All right, guys, we've scrubbed our mats. Now they're dry, and as I'm drying them, I did notice there are some areas, hopefully you can see maybe there are some areas that in the corners that the scrubber didn't get. I'm gonna go back after this, or actually tomorrow because it's starting to get dark, but I'll go back and I'll do this by hand in case you see that on camera. And the same thing with the Green Star. So this was the all clean mat, and then this was the Green Star mat. And again, with the Green Star, there was a little bit left from the scrubber in the corners, and I'll hit that again. Now overall, it looked like the Green Star side, there was more foam, but for some reason it seems like it got in the crevices a little bit better, because if I look at the DIY side, I still do see, even in the cracks, a little bit of browning, and that could just be because of how fast I went over it. Maybe it's the wear or something, because this is the driver's side. So I would say overall, they both cleaned really nice, and anything that's left is probably just me screwing up scrubbing or not scrubbing the same with one mat versus the other. So having said that, we're gonna start with the all clean, the interior clean and protect, or not the all clean, but we used all clean first. So we're gonna go with the DIY detail interior clean and protect first. And I'm gonna spray it, and then I'm just gonna smooth it out with the newer looking brush. All right, so we put it on kind of heavy, so I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna grab a rag and get some off. All right, we got a little towel. I'm just gonna hurry up and get some of the excess off. All right, so I got some of the excess product off, but it's still wet. We're gonna let this dry. And while we let this dry, let's grab the other mat and work on the mat with the Gummifix. All right, guys, so now we have our mat, the Green Star cleaned side, and we're gonna be using the Gummifix from Koch Chemie. And this is just straight, it's not diluted or anything. And I just have it in the IK sprayer just because it's a 360 sprayer, so it could pick up, even if I have it tilted like this, it'll still pick up the product. Although these bottles are nice, if you buy the Koch Chemie, they call it the Starhead sprayer, it fits right on the top, and then you could just spray straight out of the bottle because it's not diluted. So let's get going. All right, so we've put a liberal amount on there. I'm just gonna brush it in with the older looking brush. All right, now the first thing I'm gonna note is this has more of a chemical smell, or should I say, this has more of a chemical smell than the Alt Clean or the Interior Protect, sorry. The Gummifix has more of a chemical smell, but it doesn't seem to, just off the bat, there's less of a shine. But let's get this, we'll blot up any extra, just in case I put too much on. All right, now we're gonna let this one dry, and we'll be right back with the results. All right, guys, so test is done now. We have the All Clean, or the DIY Details, the All Clean cleaned matte, and then again applied with the Interior Clean and Protect. And on the other matte, we cleaned it with the Koch Chemie Green Star and the Koch Chemie GUF, the Gummifix. And as I look at both of them, so I didn't let them dry overnight yet. It's starting to get dark. I just wanted to get done with the video. If there's an update, I will actually, I'll put an update out for this, and it'll be in the description. But right off the bat, with the Interior Clean and Protect, I noticed that it's more, the feel is similar to the Gummifix side, but it seems more transparent, I guess you could say. So anywhere that there was dirt, you could still see the dirt coming right through. And even on that one nasty side, you could literally just see all the dirt through there. And even in the little cracks and crevices, you could still see all the brown from any dirt that didn't get picked up. Basically, it's just completely transparent. And even where I did scrub, you could still see where it was a little bit brown. You could still see that across the whole surface. In fact, the only place where it's actually uniform in darkness would be at the very top. That would be kind of like behind where the gas or the brake pedal is. So everything else kind of looks just like it did when it was cleaned, minus some of that graying. But if there was any brown, it's still there. Now when we get over to the Gummifix side though, the entire thing, even where we saw some brown left over, it's completely black. It looks like a new matte. Inside the channels, around the edges, I see no brown left over on the matte at all. This looks like a new matte. Now, to me, this feels the same on the front as it does the back. It has the same OEM feel. And even the DIY Detail side, to me, feels the same on the front as on the back. It's just the appearance, to me, of the DIY Detail, the Interior Clean and Protect. The appearance, to me, isn't as good as on the Koch Chemie side. So, now that said, the last thing I want to do, I want to get these wet a little bit. And I want to see if there's a difference in water behavior or feel after getting wet. All right, so we're going to give this a quick spray with our pressure washer. All right, and we have a little bit. It looks almost like maybe it didn't completely dry. It does not feel slippery, but I can kind of see a little oil slick there. And on the other side, it does not feel slippery. In fact, it feels more tacky actually with the water. It's like the water made it more tacky versus on the DIY side, I see more of an oil slick that I don't see on the Gummifix side. So let me dry this off really quick and we'll be right back with my final thoughts. All right, guys, so having done a quick test of both the DIY Detail, the All Clean, all right, and the Koch Chemie, the Green Star, all right, I can honestly say that both of these are fantastic products. They both worked well, and at their intended or suggested dilution ratios, they both worked great. Anything that was left on the DIY Detail side in the corners was just, I'm sure, just me missing it with the scrub brush, and or maybe there was just more dirt. Now, the big difference to me is in the interior clean and protect and the Gummifix. All right, the big difference to me was in these two products, the Gummifix and the interior clean and protect. For me, the Gummifix is head and shoulders a far better product to use on the rubber floor mats like this. When I used it, and in fact, I mean, you could see, hopefully you saw the difference. All right, the side that I used interior clean and protect on, it just still, you could see the gray in the mat. You know, I'm looking at this, I could still see the gray. You can see the brown. Any browning that was left that didn't get completely scrubbed, like literally scrubbed, you could see the gray right through it. It does not look like a new mat. It looks like an old mat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrub this off in a minute, again with the Green Star, and then I'm gonna reapply on the Gummifix, and I'm gonna see if that changes, and I will leave an update, actually an update video in the my community section, or an update post. But on the Gummifix side, it is uniform in color throughout. Anywhere that maybe I didn't get the completely clean, it is black. There's no browning showing whatsoever at all in this. And so for me, especially because, you know, your customer's car, whatever it is, it might not have time to sit there and bake in the sun for 2 or 4 hours or dry overnight or something like that, or for you to put additional applications on. So to me, the Gummifix, all right, is the clear winner as far as the WeatherTech mats go. And anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you clean a WeatherTech or rubber floor mat of any type, really, or even those trunk mats that you got. So if you found this entertaining, if you found this informative, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you would please think about subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, you guys have a great day. Bye.